This was my trade from Wednesday. I traded Neo. It was a um, high of day breakout, basically high of day breakout trade. What I noticed was the RVOL was higher than one. Um, it was about 110%, and when it did break out from high of day, it was increasing by a few percentage points as it was going up. Um, Also, with having high RVOL, it had barely moved half an ATR. If you can see here, I drew this triangle here, this range from top to bottom, and this was less than this was about a half an ATR, and you can see it created higher lows, made a nice precise top. Actually, there was two different tops. One was 38.90, and then the other was the whole $1.39, which 39 ended up being the really good one. It was also pre-market high. So there was just a lot of things here telling me to risk a lot on this trade, and I did. I got pretty heavy on it. Um, I initially thought it was going to be a fake breakup, and then it would be a kind of like a pennant and just like a fail. But then I quickly covered and then got long here at the kind of the kind of the moving average here of these higher lows. It did start to break up a bit. I partialed heavy here because I wasn't sure what it was going to do at 39. Um, it held above 39, made a couple candles above it, so I got pretty heavy here. And then it moved up with volume. This is like a beautiful kind of ABCD here. And then it started creating another flag. So instead of partialing, I told myself, well, this is the breakout happening right now, so I'm not going to partial. I'm actually going to add in and just keep moving my average up higher and higher. And sure enough, that's what it did. It kept moving up. And I could fast forward here a bit. Normally, I would like to see a bit better VPA on after the breakout. So what I mean by that is like once this starts or this starts, all of this should be substantially higher volume here. So normally with these, I'd like to see it more like it gets up to here. So like the average volume, the spikes are higher, and then the average volumes are even higher than this. So it's like a clear kind of change from boom to much higher, which is an even better confirmation to tell me that this thing is going to find new value. But even though I didn't have that, I still had some decent spikes here. Plus, I had all these other things going for me. This thing was moving kind of slow, so I did tell myself to be really patient and not over trade it or not like get out too soon. And let me fast forward a little bit here. So it looks like it got up to this daily level here. So it looks like I got about 60 cents here of the breakout, which 60 cents isn't a ton, but to me this is my A plus setup. This is my edge because the whole time I was in this, I knew how to manage my risk and I knew where to get heavy at. So you can see here, I got in here, I got in heavier here on the breakout. I was even able to get even heavier here. So that just shows how convicted and how much I knew how to trade this. Now, this very well could have not done this, and it could have even came back down and retested again and then gone up. But what I would have done to manage that was I could have even gotten out of this amount quickly right here. I could have gotten out of that, left my average low still, or let it come back down here, get in some more. I mean, there's just lots of areas where I felt like I could get out and get back in if I wanted to, and that to me feels like that's my edge when I have a trade like that where I can get in and out multiple times in multiple areas. And so you can see here that it just had, when these stocks break out or finding new value, they move a lot better, and they create these nice ABCDs, these nice ranges that you can trade around. And that's what it did for me here. So I want to fast forward because there was some breaking news, I think, in the SPY. And So I actually added in and made some extra money there. But then there was some breaking news as it was on its way up. Right there. So right here, SPY was tanking. You can see here SPY. I put the SPY 5-minute here on the same page. It really tanked from 444, almost $2 in about 10 minutes, and that was pretty substantial and pretty strong. And you can see it moved this. Now this turned into another trade for me because this is a stock that was wanting to go long, but then that was pulled down from the market. But how I was able to use that was because the stock stopped moving down at a key area, which was the $39 here. So you can see stock came down really quick in a matter of minutes. Couldn't go lower than 39 bucks. I think it went to 38.99. Meanwhile, SPY kept going down. So to me, I'm like, well, SPY did its job of bringing NEO down. This is the furthest NEO wants to go. 39 was a great level where it broke out from. I'm going to trade this completely over again, risking against this 39 area, hoping to, get back up to this 39.5. Because I'm just thinking this was temporary, and now the bulls are getting back in again. So that's what I did. I got in. This was a bit risky. I got in kind of quick here. I mean, I did get in really close to 39, but I didn't really wait for confirmation. I risked about 5-6 cents, which I don't think was very good. I think that was kind of risky. But I did end up adding, and that was the better entry, I believe, right here. So if you can see earlier, after it did break out from 39, it made this nice flag, came up, came all the way back down, and tested this bottom of this consolidation flag multiple times. So this was a clear good level, this 39.16-ish area. So once price got above 39.15, 16, I added in because that told me, okay, 39 is holding, the market is done pulling it down. If this thing was really going to get pulled down from the market and it was done going up, it could have been a good short under 39. It could have completely turned around. So to me, once 39 held, got back above this support here, this was a better entry right here because this is your confirmation. Now it's done kind of deciding. Boom, it's back up here. You risk against this area or maybe a slightly wider stop, and then you get your potential for it to continue up to wherever it wanted to go, which was here maybe. And you can see here that it did move pretty decently. There was a bunch of wicks, and the VPA wasn't amazing. So like I said, on past higher day breakouts, clear breakouts, when it goes from here to here, you see clear change in volume, like a lot higher than this. So, that's why I think that this didn't move all that well and didn't really move that much, as much as it could have. And there are wicks involved and stuff. A lot of times when this does have a lot of volume, the wicks aren't as big. They're more kind of convicted candles. You got your 3 greens in a row. You got your strong reds with the low volume pullbacks, still on high volume though, and then you got your new breakouts again. You just have constant breakout high of days with more volume. So yeah, that's pretty much my trade. That's all I did was NEO. Made like 7R on it. Actually, I was even down. No, actually, I did trade a few others. I traded Baba and Target and Tesla. Tesla I got a good long on, but Target and Baba I both lost a few R on. So I was down to about -2R before this and made it all the way back up to 7R. So I don't know, I made maybe 8 or 9R on these 2 trades. And yeah, I just feel like I was able to make high R's on this because this was kind of my edge, and I really was comfortable with this. So I'm going to work on trying to find these as much as I can. Thanks.